Okay, so I did my questions this week based on the main question, upon what foundations are schools built on? So for my first question, have school systems changed for the better over time? Um, Miranda Voter mentioned something that I would like to read what she said. School systems have really changed. In the paper that Thomas Jefferson wrote, the school system is set up so that those who actually try to succeed will be rewarded. Today, how to get our students to succeed is less effective, and school has become a competition. Many agree that school systems have changed and that not necessarily for the better. We need to make school more entertaining so that kids can still be creative while learning. Another comment that I had on my graffiti wall was the school system, just like everything else, is not perfect. Everything on this earth is still improving and trying to adapt to the modern ways of life. All things do not always match up with every person and every learning style. With this modern age, we should find new ways to get our students excited about learning because of the overwhelming amount of information that we all must know. So I just kind of like that school really has kind of become a competition. We compare our learning to other countries. I think we need to stop doing that. I think we need to focus on not comparing, but seeing our students learning the things that we want them to learn. And if yes, then we're being successful. And then go further to say, is there something that would benefit them more, or that maybe they could learn that would be important for them? My second question: what responsibility do I have in regards to the school system? So this was Miranda Voter's comment on this: to be able to communicate with fellow educators and find an effective way to teach students the best that I can. In regards to previous comments, I can see that I need to keep up with new teaching techniques, rekindle a love for learning. If teaching can be improved, I should take part in making that improvement. I have the responsibility to try to make sure that as the school system changes, it changes for the better. One would think that as we become more advanced with technology and other such things, that we would become more advanced in our teaching techniques, but I feel that we are moving backwards, at least some of the time, more than forwards. We need innovative minds that can help us reinvent a new, better, more effective way to learn. For my third question, is there a way the school system could further improve? If yes, in what way? Again, Miranda Voter commented saying it can improve, probably a lot. Anything can improve, always, or allow students to expand more in their interests. We should have core knowledge, but make it more entertaining. Entertainment is how we learn. Integrating technology so that the creative mind can still work. My English teacher had core books for us to read, but also let us choose some books to read. So, from her example, it goes to show that you're still learning the basic things that you need to do, but you're also incorporating kind of the things that the students want to learn, and maybe incorporating technology so that because we're so into technology, maybe use that to our advantage to teach and keep kids interested. I think that they can, this is a graffiti wall comment, I think that they can be a lot better. There are many things that can be improved in our school system. For example, helping students on a one-on-one basis would be so much better. Also, knowing what the needs of the students is an essential key to their learning. In the school I teach, the head teacher hardly knows about special needs for the students. We had to find out about many of the students' problems through observation in the classes. This can be troublesome when there are special students that have special needs. So I agree with this. I think it's really important to spend that one-on-one time with students. I feel like we don't always give time to that. Kids are sent home with this just overwhelming amount of homework and expected to just know it and do it on their own. But some kids just struggle and they need that extra time. And we spend so much time with homework that I don't know, personally, me, and looking back at some of my years, I feel like it'd be hard, even if the teacher did have time, that I would have a hard time going and participating within, working with the teacher to get that homework done, because I have so much other homework to worry about. I have a niece who had so much homework that she was stressed out, and it was upsetting her stomach. Yeah, that's how stressed she was. She was, experiencing physical problems with it. And she was worried for her next year's school because she was worried that she'd get so much homework again. And so I think that plays into part of improving our school systems, that we need to be careful how much homework we're handing out, so that we maybe enough to practice, maybe even make some of it optional. Maybe give extra credit for those who want to do it, so that they're being rewarded for doing it. rather than saying you have to do this, and if you don't, we're gonna punish you for it. So maybe give awards to those who truly want to succeed.